the session, and 2 is your critical area to have the impact. Cool? And this is almost what would overlay on your normal framework. So we're just asking is, they need to understand the why. So challenge them is why we're doing this. Don't tell them why. What's the difference between them telling you and you telling them? Yeah, and also we know they understand it. If we're telling them, they can just be nodding and going, I haven't got a clue what coach is on about, but I'll nod. So if they don't understand and they can't explain, don't do the session. Don't start that session. They need to see the value in it. If they don't see why they're doing it, why are we doing it? That's crazy. Clarify. Now this is going into the next step, but just a bit of, I just want to share with you now. These two is the difference between a learning outcome and a performance outcome. So they need to know what it is. So if it's like, well, we're introducing something, it's learning right now, the whole environment's shifted from performance. So performance would be your 5-on-5 or whatever you're doing, and we're going to, I know you should know this, we're going for it, show me, bang, 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 rule of 3, here we go. Check in, high tempo. Learning is, right, we're walking through whatever you want. So this is where you need to explore a bit. You might do a lot of this already, but we need to let to know with the athletes we're working with, do they prefer to give it a go to learn? Do they prefer to watch someone else doing it? Do they prefer to watch a video of themselves to better understand? Do they need to walk through it to understand it? Because learning is, I'm allowing you to do all of that, and let me know when you're ready. Let me take you through it. What would you prefer? Would you like to see it live? Would you like me to walk you through it and step it through? Would you like to jog through? Would some of you like to stand here and watch the other athletes do it so you better can see which way you want to go? And get them to understand how they learn and go, I quite like this, can we do it this way? Great. And then say, let me know when we want to pick it up. So when you understand this phase, you let me know, and then we can take it to the next level, which might start running it out, whatever it might be. And they tell you. So learning is a very different environment, and that's why we need to let them know it's a learning. Does performance outcome matter on learning environment? On a learning outcome? No, in what we want them to think. So we want them to say, look, this is not about outcomes at all right now, it's just about you understanding. This is the key. So when we take it to the next level, if you don't understand, we're not in a good place, because you won't be able to select the right situation, the tools for the situation, because you don't understand it. So the understanding's key here. So the learning is very different than performance. As soon as we're in performance, so right, it's performance now, guys. This is now full tempo, whatever scenario you want to put in place, we go. Coach shouldn't be talking, we should be doing it, rule of 3, players should be sorting it out. At CLO, there'll be a lot more coach talking, clearly, because we're explaining things, we're walking through things. But as soon as we've done that, we still need to step back, go, let me know when you're ready. And we should be getting other athletes to help other athletes learn and understand. It shouldn't be coming from us. We just step in, yeah? Any thoughts on this? So what if this happens? Where do you go there? Show me. Cool. Can we see the differences? And it's just letting them know first. We're not saying do that today, but when we go to the next stage, when we meet again, we'll be going into a lot of application of the detail of that and certain frameworks we can use. So I'm only sort of sharing it's there, so don't worry about it too much today, but just understand there is a difference. We've got to share what success looks like, so otherwise I can't review. So this is a critical outcome, that's the session, this is what success looks like. Let's agree, and again I think you mentioned, it's each phase, it's not just the overall session. In this phase, what's acceptable and unacceptable, what success is in this phase. So they can go, okay, it's this, great, we know the parameters, now we can get them to review against the parameters. So we're giving them some clarity. And then at 3/4 of the way through that part of the session, you should be able to step away, and they should be able to do it without you saying anything or helping them. That's your check to see, is it going in? And then obviously, normally you do anyway, that they just continue to review, okay, so what's working, what's not, what do we need to do to go forward at the end of the session? Were we effective? Were we successful? What do we agree was success? Where are we with this? So the big things is, they need to know the challenge of why, they need to know what it looks like, what success is at each phase, and we need to agree what's acceptable or unacceptable. It may not have an exceptional, some things don't, but everything will have an acceptable or unacceptable. Challenge them to what that is. So then you can baseline the rule of 3 and their reviews based on, they know what success is, they know what their focus is, they know what acceptable and unacceptable is, and the reviews all based simply on that. So keep it simple, keep it clinical. And that's just the framework for the session. And if you like different charts, this is just the same. We're not doing this today yet. We're not doing this so much. So don't worry about this bit, we're going straight into here. So on the next phase, we're going to talk about how we can check long-term learning, how we can check true covert recall to assess level of pressure success on competency in both technical and tactical, and we can start auditing that. So that's very powerful, but it goes after the stuff we're going to have a go with at lunch. So all we're asking today is we're going through this bit here. So we click in here, we go into this. Later on, we'll start adding this and these focus points. So I just wanted to show you how it layers up. And then after lunch, we're going to agree now what that looks like, what you're going to do, and then we'll give it a go. I'll do one session. Who's helping me on that? You're looking forward to that, I can tell, aren't you? And then we'll come in, we'll review our experience, all of us. What worked, what didn't, what do we see from the change in the behaviour of the athletes? And then I'm going to go through the setup. So when you go away from here, an easy way to integrate it within the team you're working with. So we can see where it all starts to fit. How many of you brought videos of you coaching? No? Next time, please all bring videos of you coaching that you've self-reviewed, because it's really going to help us in the next stage. Not too much this stage, but baselining would have been good if you haven't videoed yourself yet. But the next phase is going to help us go, okay, Mark, I've been applying this has been working, I've struggled with this area, I can help you with that. Then we can go, okay, this is our next layer. And then you can go away, film review, we can come back, we can share again. The whole point of this is to help me add value to you as a coach within the technical, tactical stuff I know nothing about. So the videos and you coming back with that is going to help me support you every time we meet. Are we all happy to do that? Can we all agree we're going to do that for next one? Thanks. Any questions on what I'm asking you to do? Remember, I'm asking you all to do the rule of 3. You definitely all need to tell them what success is and what the parameters of that part of the session, what's acceptable and unacceptable. And you just need to share with them that, okay, this is a review. So when you come in, 10 or 20 seconds, you're going to come within yourselves, then you come into me, I'm going to ask you, just nominate someone, don't let anyone talk, you nominate, and then set yourself 40 seconds to a minute where player first, player last, they've come in, they've told you the conclusion. If you need to ask them any questions, great. They've told you what they're going to do, then you send them out again. So set that frame of the time and just live that rule of 3. Then you just got to agree what your non-negotiable is going to be. Are we all just going for one? Would that be easy? Do we want to go for the same one, or would you just share it now? Would you all like to go for effective comms, or is there another one you'd like to go for? You can pick whichever one you want. I just want to make sure whatever you pick individually, anyone, whoever you're going to work with now when you go and do your coaching after lunch. How many of you are coaching after lunch? Who's coaching after lunch? There you go. In different teams, yeah? So for you guys that are coaching, decide that. For you guys that aren't, get with who you're going to observe and ask them what their non-negotiables are, what it's going to look like. So who's watching who? So who's coaching on this table? There you go. So obviously yours has to be the same. Who's coaching on this table? Oh, do you want to shuffle in there then? Are you observing?
No, I need to get off.
Oh,
I'm
very
really sorry. I am going to a national sport, so I will do something on
you
observing?
Who are you observing? Okay. Who's coaching here? Yeah. Who's coaching with you apart from me? Oh, so is anyone anywhere different here? Coaching any different? Who are you coaching? Is anyone coaching with you? Who's observing your session? Would you like to pick someone to assist you as assistant to support? Oh, is head coach not here, but he's coming? Okay. Who's coaching on here? You're all observing.
We're all learning.
You have yourself in a perfect state of learning. Okay, so just agree those with the people coaching. And then while we're doing that, grab your food and bring it back in. Okay.